The public was shocked by Kitty Genovese's murder, which took place outside her apartment in front of many of her neighbors. The young woman was brutally murdered while crying for help, and the neighbors who heard her screams did nothing to aid her. The psychologists wondered how could someone observe an attack or observe a crime taking place and do nothing. The phrase bystander effect was coined by psychologists, and it now appears in almost every psychology textbook. On March 13, 1964, Kitty Genovese drove home to her apartment in Kew Gardens around 2:30 a.m. from the bar she worked at in Hollis, Queens. She didn't notice the automobile that followed her all the way home from a nearby parking lot. Genovese parked her car at the train station and began walking 100 feet to her apartment complex. That's when Winston Moseley attacked her. As he stabbed her, Genovese screamed. Her shouts for aid were loud enough to arouse her neighbors at 3:15 a.m. However, none of them rushed to her rescue. One man shouted, "Leave that girl alone!" It was enough to scare Moseley away. But even with him gone, nobody helped Genovese back to her feet. For 10 minutes she crawled across the ground, slowly bleeding out, no one helping her. And then Moseley came back. He stabbed Genovese several times more before raping and robbing her, and then fled. Neighbors didn't notify the cops until after 4 a.m., over an hour after she was assaulted. It was too late by then. Genovese had already passed away. A few witnesses said that they dialed 911, but that their calls were not prioritized. Others simply said that they presumed someone else would have done it instead. The behavior of Genovese's neighbors cost the young woman her life.